Torrington. I'm Eric Starkey.
And I'm Crystal Albers. It's Thursday, August 23rd, or 24th, sorry.
And you're watching Torrington Today.
Well, in yesterday's paper, you may be surprised to see a lot of stories and pictures about the eclipse.
That is a shocker.
We kind of split up as far as we had Eric at the airport, I was in Lingle, Andy was in Fort Laramie, and Sandy, I think, tracked down a group from Oregon. So we've got and Ward, our pressman, actually took some pictures in Torrington as well. So we've got a wide range of coverage in Wednesday's paper. Check out the stories and the people we ran into there. In Friday's paper, we'll have a recap of the eclipse and the official numbers, how the towns handled it. We also have a story about a baby that was born in the hospital during the eclipse. So she actually had to hold off on her last push during totality so the doctor and some of the nurses could go see, so that was nice of her. Also, we have a story about the first day of school recap and some pictures in that in Wednesday's paper as well. So a lot of big things happening towards the beginning of this week.
Yeah, there was a pretty action-packed couple days there, that's
yes,
for sure.
there was. We're tired.
Yes, that is a fact.
Yes.
Well, in sports, this past weekend, for part of the Eclipse celebrations, Valley Motorsports had their Eclipse drags and bogs, and for this event, I talked to them about how they create the bogs and drag pits. So that was a pretty interesting story because it's a lot more in depth than you would think, because you see them just driving around with a water truck and wetting some stuff down, but it's a pretty
more of a science than
it's a process.
Okay.
I'll say that. And then you can also read about the Torrington golf team. They were in action in Cheyenne last Thursday and Friday, and the girls had a pretty good week. They finished third, and they were against a lot of different 4A schools, so that was a pretty good placing for them. And Kaylee Essert finished first in the girls' race. She shot a 70 and a 73.
Wow.
She beat the second place girl by, I think it was like 13 strokes or something like that.
That's
so
impressive. I bet we're going to be hearing her name a lot more.
Yes. So Torrington Golf's really gearing up. Their season's almost halfway over. I can't believe it.
That's crazy.
And then in tomorrow's paper, another Torrington name that's making headlines across the state is Logan Harris. He was recently named as the starting center for the University of Wyoming football team, and as a freshman, that's no small feat.
It's impressive.
I talked with him yesterday, and he said, "I'm not going to use me as a freshman as an excuse. I'm here to play football like everyone else," and he'll be doing that. He was named the starter for the Cowboys' first game against Iowa. I think that's next Saturday. So
wow. Definitely another reason to tune into those games.
Yes, his first start is on the road in a Big Ten stadium. So
wow.
No pressure there or anything. But
Logan, if you're watching this, don't listen to anything Eric just said.
I'm sure he'll do fine.
Yeah, he'll do great.
And then you can also read about the EWC volleyball team kicked off their regular season on Tuesday. They suffered 2 losses down at Laramie County Community College, but the season started, and now it's they're heading to Iowa for a tournament this weekend. So their first games are in the books. So now it's just on to the rest of the season.
Sounds good. Well, in upcoming events, tonight we have the SARIC Field Day at the Sustainable Agricultural Research and Extension Center in Lingle. They're going to be doing a lot of cheatgrass and different plots, tours, and I think they're offering dinner with the Joe Legursky, who's a coach at UW, so if that floats your boat, you better go. Also, the C-Tech, EWC C-Tech dedication and open house is tonight, and I believe Governor Matt Mead is speaking there, so definitely something to keep on your radar, too. Then tomorrow is the Community Healthcare Foundation's annual comedy night, and at the fairgrounds, I believe it starts at 6, and it's featuring comedian Alan Goodwin. And that's usually pretty well attended and a good time. I think they do like a Vegas theme, games, and beer tasting, so you got a lot of stuff to choose from. As far as Saturday and Sunday, I'm not sure of a lot going on, but maybe you just need a rest, because it was a busy week.
Or you could go to sporting events, like I plan on doing. The Torrington golf team, I mentioned their season's almost halfway over this weekend. This week seems to be the midpoint of their regular season, and they're at home. So both today and tomorrow you can go to the golf course here in Torrington and check out your favorite Blazer golfers. Tomorrow, Lingo Fort Laramie hosts the LFL Invite for their volleyball team, and they start at 9, and it's a rolling schedule, so if you show up at any time and stay for a couple hours, you're bound to see some Lingo volleyball action, as well as some other schools around the state. I think there's 10 different teams coming.
Wow.
And then on Saturday, you can head down to Yoder. Southeast Football is hosting the Southeast Goshen Jamboree, and they'll have, I think it's 7 or 8 teams there, including Torrington, so you can head down there and see 2 out of the 3 Goshen County football teams in action. It's only scrimmages, so you won't see full-on game scenarios, but it should be some pretty good action. And if you want to see the Dogger football team, you can head up to Midwest. They'll be up there for a scrimmage. Sports are here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it. I'm not used to every team being in action. The Torrington tennis team this afternoon, the girls host Natrona and Kelly Walsh, and that's here in Torrington. And then on Saturday, both the boys and girls will be playing in a triangular against Sheridan and Laramie, and both those will be here in town. As far as volleyball goes, as I mentioned, EWC will be in Iowa, so if you want to make a real long haul to cheer on your Lancers, they'll be in Iowa, so you might want to hit the road soon to make it there in time. And then Torrington and Southeast Volleyball are both headed to Douglas, so that'll be Friday and Saturday. So
well, that sounds busy.
Yes. So
if you're a sports fan, you got plenty to do.
If you don't want a break, or you are forced to not take a break after the eclipse and the first day of school, there's plenty for you to do this weekend.
Someone sounds a little bitter. I'm just kidding.
It should be fun. I'm happy that fall sports are here. It's been a long time coming.
Sometimes you just need a nap.
I'm sure I could squeeze one in somewhere.
Yes.
As far as weather goes, it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent couple days to go to any events that you plan on attending. Today's high is 90, and then both tomorrow and Saturday we're looking at 91 degrees. So
the heat really spiked back up after
a little high, but just pack some sunscreen and you should be good to go.
Sounds good.
Well, there you have it, Torrington. I'm Eric Starkey.
And I'm Crystal Albert.
And you've been watching Torrington Today.